Hi, I'm Jessica Alexander, City Council member for Temecula, and you're watching Report on Conditions.
This week, we'll take you to 2 structure fires and 2 vehicle fires throughout the county, and we highlight our returning firefighter ones who are coming back to work for the impending fire season.
Engine 1 with report on conditions.
Hi, I'm April Newman, and thank you for joining CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. Last week, from April 24th to April 30th, our firefighters responded to 3,856 calls for service, including 2,997 medical emergencies and 125 fire-related calls. Of the fire calls, 25 were vegetation fires and 20 were structure fires. Let's check out a few highlighted incidents from this past week. On Monday, April 24th, at around 1:00 p.m., firefighters responded to 911 calls reporting a house on fire in the 84,000 block of Calle Catron in the city of Coachella. The first arriving engine company officer reported a single-story dwelling well involved in flames. Fortunately, firefighters knocked down the fire within 10 minutes. Southern California Edison and Southern California Gas were requested to shut down utilities, along with the American Red Cross to assist 3 displaced people. Unfortunately, 1 family pet was found deceased in the home, and animal control responded to assist. On Wednesday, April 26th, firefighters were dispatched to reports of a vehicle fire in front of Imperial Irrigation District on Avenue 58 in the city of La Quinta. Upon their arrival, firefighters reported 1 passenger vehicle involved in fire, with no exposures to buildings or vegetation. Firefighters made quick work of the flames, containing it within 5 minutes. No injuries to civilians or firefighters were reported. At around 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, April 26th, dispatchers received numerous 911 calls of a tractor trailer on fire on Joshua Palmer Way near Highland Springs Avenue in the city of Banning. The first arriving chief officer reported a trailer stacked with hay fully involved in fire, in addition to other ground vegetation also burning. Our cooperating agencies, Saboba and Calamasa Fire Department, each sent a fire engine to assist. Firefighters contained the fire to the trailer of origin in a small spot of vegetation. Resources were on scene for approximately 6 hours due to the heavy fire load and mop-up. No injuries to civilians or firefighters were reported. During the afternoon hours of Saturday, April 29th, multiple reports of a mobile home on fire in the 74,000 block of Dillon Road in Sky Valley were received. The first on-scene engine company officer reported a fully involved double-wide mobile home with multiple exposures on each side, which were worsened due to windy conditions and 105-degree temperatures. Firefighters were able to contain the fire to the mobile home of origin with no damage to additional mobiles. Resources were on scene for about 3 hours, and the American Red Cross was requested to assist 1 displaced person and their pet, neither of which were injured.
I got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I'm surrounded by Mother Nature's beauty. This mountainside is a prime location that provides breathtaking views, but all these trees, all this dry vegetation, unfortunately increases the fire danger. And as the climate warms, the danger is only getting worse. Now, wildfire season has become a year-long threat, burning twice the area now than in 1970. It's true that these fires, they can reinvigorate nature, but when they flare up in populated areas, they all too often lead to total destruction. Now, of course, weather plays a huge role on how explosive a wildfire can be. And over the past few decades, the climate over the western U.S. has become more conducive for wildfires with overall warmer, drier weather. Like where I am today, the overgrown brush has dried out from the lack of rain, leaving plenty of available fuel to burn. The air is hot and extremely dry, with dew points in the teens, with winds getting stronger. Now, believe it or not, more than 80% of wildfires start because of human activity. Often it's a stray ember from an unattended campfire or a tossed cigarette that can ignite a firestorm. And it doesn't take much and can spread quickly. Now, climate trends warn that these fires will continue to be more intense and burn longer than just a few decades ago. Now, the smoke itself is hot and races high into the sky, becoming visible for miles. So let's get above that smoke for a better view. Unfortunately, the strong winds are really giving these flames life. In fact, by the looks of it, this fire is spreading at ludicrous speeds and becoming an unstoppable firestorm. Fires like this one can consume up to a football field every second, just like the Thomas Fire did in December of 2017. And since heat rises, fires travel faster as they move uphill. Wind can also push embers downwind and start new fires. This is known as spotting, putting homes on the mountainside in great danger. Wildfires can turn forest floors and even neighborhoods into nearly unstoppable raging infernos with temperatures reaching over 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds carry the thick smoke for miles, turning day into night and making it difficult to breathe. If you live in a wildfire-prone area, be sure you and your family have a plan of action. Residents could have a few hours to only a few minutes to escape to safety. Now, hopefully your neighborhood will never be in the path of a wildfire like this one, but the frequency and size of the extreme fire disasters has increased as the average temperature rises. And scenes like this could become a frightening new reality.
Hello, my name is Fire Captain Dan Parker, training captain at the Ben Clark Training Center in Riverside. Today we're at Ben Clark Training Center with the first of 5 Firefighter 1 rehires. Firefighter 1 rehire will come through this training center for 1 week. They receive personnel hiring. They're issued their PPE or their protective equipment again. They go through an emergency medical or an EMT refresher training, CPR, and then they come out to the drill grounds and they do fire ground skills, and they do elective training along with their required skills to be ready to go to the fire stations next week. The purpose of their rehire training or any training that happens at Ben Clark Training Center is to make sure that all employees are to the department standards and prepared to serve the public when they leave here.
Hi, Captain Handy here. Did you know in the early 1800s, firefighters with horse-drawn carriages used to have to disconnect their horse and carriage and manually push in their fire apparatus to the barn? Today at Station 18, we received our new Type 3 fire engine here in Jurupa Valley. Today we continued that tradition of pushing in our new fire apparatus. Behind me is our new fire engine, Engine 3164. It's a Type 3 that will be stationed at Station 18 for the remainder of its career.
As we enter the month of May, we'd like to stop and congratulate the following employees on their promotions and retirements during April. For promotions, we have Fire Specialist Chris Adams, Executive Assistant Amanda Barraza, Assistant Fire Marshal David Young, and Deputy Fire Marshal Kevin Shin. For retirements, we have Fire Captain Aaron Keyser with 13 years of service. Congratulations to you all.
That's it for this week's Report on Conditions. Be sure to follow @CalFireRRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to stay up to date on incidents as they happen. Did you happen to capture any pictures or videos of our firefighters in action? If so, send them our way at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department, Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, I'm April Newman. Thanks for watching.